Here is my Security News Roundup for the week ending April 5th, 2024. Urgent secret backdoor found in XZ library, impacting major Linux distros. Red Hat on Friday released an urgent security alert, warning that two versions of a popular data compression library called XZ previously LZMA have been backdoored with malicious code designed to allow unauthorized remote access. Specifically, the nefarious code baked into the code is designed to interfere with the SSHD daemon process for SSH via the system software suite and potentially enable a threat actor to break SSHD authentication and gain unauthorized access to the system remotely under the right circumstances. Out of an abundance of caution, Fedora Linux 40 users have been recommended to downgrade to a 5.4 build. Read more at thehackernews.com. U.S. Congress restricts staff from using Microsoft's Copilot. Here's why. The U.S. House of Representatives has prohibited its staff members from using Microsoft's AI-driven chatbot, Copilot, according to a report by Axios. The ban was announced by the House's Chief Administrative Officer, Catherine Spindor, who declared that Microsoft Copilot is unauthorized for House use. The Office of Cybersecurity has identified the application as a risk to users due to the threat of leaking House data to non-House approved cloud services. Read more at newsbitesapp.com. AT&T confirms data of 73 million customers leaked on dark web. Investigation ongoing. On Saturday, AT&T confirmed that customer data of 73 million users has been leaked online. The compromised personal information includes Social Security numbers, AT&T account numbers and passcodes, and contact details of existing and previous customers. AT&T has launched a robust investigation supported by internal and external cybersecurity experts. Based on our preliminary analysis, the data set appears to be from 2019 or earlier, impacting approximately 7.6 million current AT&T account holders and approximately 65.4 million former account holders, the network said in a statement over the weekend. Read more at androidauthority.com. YouTube ordered to reveal the identities of video viewers. Federal U.S. authorities have asked Google for the names, addresses, telephone numbers, and user activity of accounts that watched certain YouTube videos, according to unsealed court documents Forbes has seen. Of those users that weren't logged in when they watched those videos between January 1st and 8th, 2023, the authorities asked for the IP addresses. The starting point of one of the investigations is an entity that uses the handle Elon Musk WHM and is suspected of money laundering by selling Bitcoin for cash. As part of the investigation, agents sent the suspected links to tutorials on YouTube about mapping via drones and augmented reality software. Then they asked YouTube to send them data about the people that watched that video. 1984, 40 years later, maybe. Read more at malwarebytes.com. Disturbing robocaller fined $9.9 million. A federal court in Montana has fined a man $9.9 million after he was found responsible for causing thousands of unlawful and malicious spoofed robocalls. Sometimes there is good news. Well, for almost everybody except for the robocaller who was found guilty of unlawful robocalls to people in states including Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Iowa, and Virginia in 2018. The court also imposed an injunction prohibiting any further violations of the Truth in Caller ID Act and Telephone Consumer Protection Act. Scott Rhodes spoofed his telephone number so it appeared to the targets that he was calling from a local phone number. If they picked up, they were presented with recorded messages. Read more at malwarebytes.com. Google to delete billions of browsing records in incognito mode privacy lawsuit settlement. Google has agreed to purge billions of data records reflecting users' browsing activities to settle a class action lawsuit that claimed the search giant tracked them without their knowledge or consent in its Chrome browser. The class action, filed in 2020, alleged the company misled users by tracking their internet browsing activity who thought that it remained private when using the incognito or private mode on web browsers like Chrome. As part of the data remediation process, Google is also required to delete information that makes private browsing data identifiable by redacting data points like IP addresses, generalizing user agent strings, and remove detailed URLs associated with visited websites. Read more at thehackernews.com. U.S. Cyber Safety Board slams Microsoft over breach by China-based hackers. The findings released by the Department of Homeland Security on Tuesday found that the intrusion was preventable and that it became successful due to a cascade of Microsoft's avoidable errors. It identified a series of Microsoft operational and strategic decisions that collectively pointed to a corporate culture that deprioritized enterprise security investments and rigorous risk management, at odds with the company's centrality in technology ecosystem and the level of trust customers place in the company to protect their data and operations, the DHS said in a statement. Read more at thehackernews.com. Missouri County declares state of emergency amid suspected ransomware attack. Jackson County has identified significant disruptions within its IT systems, potentially attributable to a ransomware attack, officials wrote Tuesday. Early indications suggest operational inconsistencies across its digital infrastructure, and certain systems have been rendered inoperative while others continue to function as normal. The systems confirmed inoperable include tax and online property payments, issuance of marriage license, and inmate searches. In response, the assessment, collection, and recorder of deeds offices at the county locations are closed until further notice. Read more at arstechnica.com. This week's must-see on my YouTube channel. Stay hungry, keep grinding, and your golden years will truly be paved with limitless potential. It's up to you to make them golden. Don't spend these precious years slowing down or stuck in a rut. Spend them accomplishing more than you ever dreamed. Seniors, the golden years are what you make of them. Please watch my video on that topic by following the link listed. Did you know? Selfies now cause more deaths than shark attacks. It is estimated there are 28 selfie-related deaths per year, with the leading cause being heights. Fish eggs can stick to the feathers and legs of aquatic birds, which is why previously fish-free ponds and lakes can become stocked with fish. Just thought you might want to know. If you cannot find peace within yourself, you will never find it anywhere else. Thanks to Marvin Gaye. The really frightening thing about middle age is the knowledge that you'll grow out of it. Thanks to Doris Day. Speaking of age categories, Old age should really be called the final curtain. Thanks to yours truly. And that's a wrap of this week's Security News Roundup. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you again next week. Bye bye, and thanks for watching and listening.